That's a rap mic, motherfucker. Let's just turn it on. Sound my car is making. Good evening, everyone. I mean, not evening. It's good morning, actually. I worked my shift last night, and I guess this is my winding down phase. I got off at 8 this morning. The company had a complimentary breakfast. I guess you could say a complimentary breakfast. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I've had better at hotels. Like the continental breakfast at a hotel. At the trying to think the one in particular. Probably was a Marriott or something like that. But I digress. It's been a minute since I've been on here. I kind of been on one, you know. And it comes but with expectations. And really, at this point, I should have been to learn by now. You play the game. I really felt ashamed that I would have to play this type of game. I guess I'm somewhat of a dinosaur in the age of the internets, because I've been fucking around with the internet real strong since probably like 97, 98. Um, multiple, as the mobile internet game came into play. Um, I followed it pretty much through the full directive. Uh, as far as social media, we were I came into class where it was like prehistoric, even before MySpace. They had these things on the websites called internet forums. And on these internet forums, you might start a thread. You would start a thread by picking a topic, writing about the subject. I don't know what all these people are, man. I bet that old man in passed. Because you got all kind of people pulling up around here. Huh. Yeah, I went to the store, came back, got my beer because I wouldn't want to bother nobody being in my parking spot and things. But we all whisper in the wind. I guess that kind of like it has a whole different bright. Then I'm not saying that old man might still very well, he might be very sick. I don't know who these people come to see. It might be somebody else in the building altogether. But we are all dust in the wind. And that's what the saying goes. But I said I started this being sincerity with self. And in this time period, I mean, you think about all kind of things that might be going on, and this is the holiday season. And even if you might claim that you don't celebrate this holiday season, uh, and you may, in the way what I've had to do throughout the years is what I had to do is, um, I've had I don't know, see them old folk, they going to see their homeboy or something. I mean, I been seeing old folk, yeah, they going to that old man, I don't know. But yeah, man, it's just shit. That old man Bill used to tell me about to go to the they had a the farmers market. He would tell me about this one spot. They got the real nice chairs for the logo. I be getting off work and sincerely in my mind and my spirit, I'm going. But sometimes the spirit, uh, and really the spirit should have a real strong, how do I word this? Your spirit should really have when they say faith without works is dead. Faith is like when I guess in the spirit of having faith. Well, that's just define the word with the same word. In in an instance where you rely on faith, you know, uh, you have to put it in your spirit. You focus your spiritual energy into that thing that you have faith in that you might accomplish, or that faith in that thing that you might gain. Um, you put that energy into that. But in my mind, it's like, okay, I had these platforms. I'm talking to the Real Beauty of Black Relationships platform on Facebook. That's 37. Uh, my Facebook platform, just my profile, that's 8,000. YouTube's 2,000. And I mean, I have various sundry little pieces of accounts, but you would think that um having an audience that broad, even if I just want to come on here and talk a little shit, I should be able to have somewhat of a round table conversation. It's like these past few years of being on social media is like that kid that's handicapped at the part, that the ostracized, the special kid, you know, the misfit kid that had throw the birthday party, and every time he throw the birthday party, don't nobody come. You got a badass party set up, just wait for people to come, and you don't nobody come to your party. You don't know why they ain't coming to your party. Maybe it might be, maybe it may have nothing to do with the fact you're the misfit kid. Maybe it's just a failure to communicate, a failure to be able to connect. So I haven't really been going live, and I mean it's like okay, I go live, I and all throughout these years, it's like, well, I haven't been the best at this. I took public speaking courses. Thank you very kindly, Mrs. Bushnell of Mount View High School. She taught me very well, and I also took oral communication at Fisk University. Written communication, I can write and I can talk about it. Use the right words to speak about it. So when I come on, I mean, you would think that whatever topic I choose, and I could talk about a various and sundry of topics. Meaning, when I say about various and sundry, I mean a whole lot of bullshit. I got a cacophony, uh, uh, a mixture of all types of topics. But I mean, what good is being able to do that? It's like you don't feel like you're reaching anybody. So when I say that I at this point, I think I guess what I'll have to do is compromise myself, but also I think that what I'll need to do with it is I have to add some form of product with it. So what I say is that you have on Facebook that you can pay for the boost. You boost that post, and you can pretty much set wherever region or what have you. I want to, if I want this message to reach this region, and I'm talking about this particular region, I could set that region, and I could put these dollars behind it. But while in the sake of spreading my name, because you can buy virality. If you want to be viral, just pick how you want me to make you viral. For the right price, I can make you viral. I swear I can show you the numbers. You'll see the numbers. For the right price, though, pick a platform, the Real Beauty of Black Relationships page, or Mr. Niger, the Grady Purdue page. I mean, they're not letting they're not letting me do it organically, and I went on a strike against them. So I'm not trying to pay these marks, just to be able to talk on here. Especially if nobody's biting into what I'm talking about. So these past few days, because they say when you do this shit, you must remain consistent. And for a while, I was very, very consistent, but I don't think I was as skilled as I believe that I've become. Because in a lot of ways, just some of the simplest things that I do at this point. Because once upon a time, I didn't look in the camera. Once upon a time, I didn't open my mouth and orate my words correctly. But all in the name of self-improvement and just to be able to get my point across, you know, I stepped my game up in that aspect. So I've been discouraged. I've been discouraged, man. When you get discouraged, sometimes you just want to quit. And then it's like other little things circle around you and what I say the name of this is sincerity with self. And you got to process, because I mean, I got my nigga, you know, uh, he be hitting me up, it's like, it's my count, I don't know whether I'm his counsel or he my counsel, but he be hitting me up, man, and we chop it up about politics and daily business and things like that. But these past couple mornings, I couldn't even pick up the phone, man, because it's like, I don't want to get on the phone with this nigga and be sounding all sad sack and talking the blues and things of that nature. And the squad pulling off now. So I had to sit back and process, man. You don't want to put put your emotions, especially as I guess in for the women, perhaps maybe the women are able to do that. They're able to get in the sister circle and share their emotions and feelings and cuddle and things of that nature. Niggas not I'm not cuddling with now another nigga. And hell, I I only and I'm somewhere where I don't necessarily have no, I don't socialize with the people. But that's just me, period. I come on here to socialize because in a lot of ways this is the new way to socialize. But on here you also present yourself in a way in which is not necessarily accurate into what situation and circumstances that you're going through at the time. You'll come on here with your nicest shit on, and it's like, you feel as good as you look and all that. You come out, it's a nice shell on it. It's a nice superficial shell, but it don't take much to chip away that. It don't chip, you can have your fresh Louis, your silks and fabrics on, your Gucci, uh, what have you. You can have that on, but it's something that's underneath that protection, because that's a protection, you know. When you as you evolve, it's they say it's simply called materialism, but it's also a shell. It's a protective shell, to look the part. You may not even be the part, like I say, it's a shell, so all it takes is just the right object to pierce through that shell and touch that inner part. You don't know what that nail consists of. It might be your self confidence. It might be in the way that uh something that you can't cover with clothes. Might be your hey, you got a big ass nose, nigga. But it's all in your ability to I am who I am. You got that right. I got a big nose. I got other attributes that serve me well in that degree as well. But that's just to say, man, I know that I should do more. I know that I'm in a position right now. I do things that are unhealthy, that are not good for me. I don't have the proper diet. I have bad habits. I participate in sedentary activity. By sedentary, I mean I like to lay on my ass, and for the past couple of days, I was sleeping. A nigga get to hibernate, and they say, well, I gotta be careful with what they say, but the astrologers, some of the astrology, people that know about the signs, zodiac signs, they say that when the Pisces like loves to sleep, because sleep is also a way in which you hide from depression. You're able to go off and hopefully dream, but I can't really dream unless I just go cold turkey on marijuana. The only time I can remember a lucid dream is when I'm not, when I don't smoke, or anything like that. I don't know why that is, but that is what that is. But I'm just on here talking, man. So it's like, all right, I get done with this video. I'll get another few pockets where I'll say something hopefully prolific, and I'll be able to clip it, and then I put some money behind it, in the name of building up my situation. But also, it's like, okay, you do that, and it lasts a hot little second. You have to keep doing it. It's just like them damn games. You know what I'm saying? Them games that you have your kids put on your phone and shit. So you can like level up. But then when you're leveling up in your subscribers and your virality and things like that, you gotta put something behind it. And what I failed to do is focus on completing the merch aspect of it. I've been put the game has been put upon me. It's just that sometimes you have to be sincere with yourself and tell yourself that you know everything. You know about everything. You could tell people how to do everything, but you're not putting it in action. You can't tell nobody uh what to do about something. You can't show them that you done it yourself. You got to be effective in yourself. You can't just be coming on here talking about, they don't let you get no views and things like that. You got to work beyond that, because really, in a way, just like they turn it on for some people, because understand, you had to know at some particular time they turned it on for me. It may not have been me doing live videos. It may have just been my writing, because I have all my shit right here, my debates and the things that I talk about. Once upon a time, the algorithm loved what I talked about. But then, and I didn't realize that I had never even met the person that makes this reference at the time I chose to do this. And at one particular point, I went full nigga. I'd start talking against the first black president and, just being contrarian to everything that had anything to do with so-called the illusion and the delusion of black empowerment and black leadership. And as time has continued on, it's proved my first initial assertion. And even back when they had to chip the ballots and stuff under Al Gore and and W, it's like I knew that when they that was like, I think maybe, was that the first or second time I ever voted ever in life, and I think I may have been in my mid-20s or some shit like that, maybe late 20s. But I knew the fix was in doing that shit. So, but now they had the blackish, the African, continental African American, European American. I mean, and not no against nothing. See, and then when you get to doing this, because and the people that stomp down, the mixed stomp down niggas, they know what we be talking about. We start talking about, how okay they mix, but they cracker. They European woo woo, and I don't know if it's even possible. I guess he was more of a wigger. But Obama, he was more of a wigger than a nigger, because he couldn't be that in the first place, because he was the son of a Kenyan. A Kenyan, there were no Kenyan. Well, maybe there were. I can't speak distinctively and definitively, but as far as the indigenous of Black Americans, or maybe even the transported Black Americans, well, you can't say Black Americans. You have to have some type of name other than that, because that wasn't when you think about what black is, Niger, that in some connotations that means black, Niger. They also say that it means God or ruler or king. So these are nigga people. You know, uh, he wasn't that. So I don't know how I even got to this point, but I'm just on here talking. I pay for my stream yard. I pay for my internet. I, have all types of accoutrements for content creation. You would think that there is something and I listen to other content creators that do this, and I look at their numbers, and it's like, well, geez, if I just imitate what they do, I know that I should be able to have some type of movement. No need to crowd spiel, but like a sincerity with self. Let me go ahead on and wrap this up, because like I said, I got to go in here and work at my plantation, and that's one of the things that you have to get in perspective. You put things in perspective, and you understand that the things that might be your in front of you right now, just like those, like I spoke about, the people that have all the accoutrements of materialism. You might have them things right now. You might be reporting that plantation right now, living uh pillar to post, as the old niggas used to say. but you still able to. You got to make the move. As bad as you want, as bad as the emancipated spirit of the enslaved ancestors wants you to just be free and make your way, son, because you could make your way, son. But you know it's gonna take a whole lot more than you probably are willing to put out. A lot more than you willing to risk on yourself, because you don't have to have that fear. You don't have that fear. You don't have that anxiety. You don't have that 30-day eviction energy behind you. You know you can pay your rent. You know that, so you're comfortable. You don't want to venture out. You don't want to try to express yourself in a way that might benefit you constructively, because you limit yourself in the fact that you believe that it's the old ways still work. The old ways don't necessarily. I mean, you might do something foolish and hit the jackpot lottery of virality, but it's a pay for play game now with this shit. And the bigger your platform is, the stronger that your reach will be. So you need to align yourself with big platforms, or at least watch what they do. And with that being idle, once again, I'll say, leave it in the comments. Say, contact, you want me to contact you you want to sponsor you, put your post up, whatever your content is, don't put no bullshit up. But I guess if you paying for it, fine too. Whatever your content up is, uh, you let me know how many people you want to reach, and even where you want to reach them at. And I'll work out the budget for you. The numbers, Facebook gives the numbers. I don't make the numbers up. So, it don't have it, my product ain't your product ain't got nothing to do with me, the creator, or what I got going on. You represent on the merits of your product or your content or whatever. I'm just giving you another stage to present your shit on. You can put money behind it. You can reach a larger, broader audience. You got a product to sell. I have access to AI products. So if you may need some assistance in that regard to make an ad in that for that. And I'm sure that I can assist you, but it'll cost you. You got to believe in something when I believe in me. So with that being said, two palms up to receive all blessings. I thank anyone and everyone who may come on later on and view this to the point where I'm saying goodbye, farewell, Avita, goodbye. I'm just dropping a little bit for y'all, man. Hopefully, just some, let me know how y'all feel about, being sincere with yourself and being able to process that bullshit in order to keep on doing what it is, that you got to have done. Because you got to get it done. Sometimes involuntary, sometimes knowing I got to go and do these 12, I got to involuntarily make my body move. It's a spiritual thing, when them whips was out there, you had to go. They said got to go get them sacks and bring back that certain weight in cotton bowls. It wasn't a choice at that time. Whether you wanted to get up or not, you gonna get up if you're able to get up. So with that being said, man, once again, two palms up to receive all blessings. Peace and love. Eyes be nigga nation or nothing. Man, get me up, man. Hey, like I said, I ain't bullshit. Write in the comments or whatever you were. I don't know if you watch it on Facebook or YouTube or wherever. Put in the comments you want to. You want your content boosted on a platform bigger than yours. You got to believe in something. Why not believe in me? That doesn't sound very honest, does it? But hey, like I said, man, I show you all the details of everything. Peace and love. I'm out, man.